Hello and welcome to the program. We're at the home of yet another celebrated couple. The man is a musician. He's been doing reggae music since the late 1980s. The wife is my namesake. By the way, my name is Becky. Welcome to the show. Yes, you saw the warm welcome I just received from my host and hostess. It is Orits and Becky Wiliki. Thanks for having me. The privacy of your home.
Thank you, Becky.
Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to start from the very beginning. How did you meet? I can see both of you are friends. You're more friends than a couple. How did it all start? Ladies first, please.
We met sometime in 89. After his first album, I got to know his music before I met him personally.
Okay.
I appreciated what he did as a reggae musician, and I loved his debut album.
Where was this?
Never said.
Okay.
So then I was into backup vocals, Django's Express, and I think he had an audition for backup singers. He wanted more singers. So I had a friend that worked with him then. She told me about the audition. I was interested. So why don't we put together? And I went with her. I met him for the very first time. I auditioned and started from there. Started working for his band. We were friends from the very beginning. We were friends for a while before we started dating.
So when did the commitment start?
Commitment? Can I even remember? I can't remember exactly, but I know she worked with me briefly. The attraction was there from day one, but like I usually did not miss business with relationships.
Yeah.
I was more of very, very strict. Still by the business side, but like what would be would be. Nothing later on that. So little drops of time.
So you can't really pinpoint the time or place where you looked at her and desired her.
No.
It just happened.
I think that the attraction starts from day one. Like I said, I was not leaning towards the relationship side. Rather, I was on the business side for a while. Until I think it's more of build up attraction. It was there for the first time, but it started growing.
Wow. And Becky, you didn't think that it was going to be marriage. It was just like a boyfriend to you.
I never thought I was going to marry. Definitely.
So what was it like being the girlfriend of a superstar?
Well,
so all the competition, all the female fans wanting a piece of him, and you in your own little corner doing all the work and loving him as well.
Well, the fact that I never wanted anything too serious with him made it easy because I just felt he was a friend, he was there, fine. Let's enjoy it while it lasted. So I was just looking at him, fine. So I came to care for him deeply. After I had an accident, we really played in it. Though we had other admirers that are female, usually when we were on stage, they come up on stage and they do all sorts to him. We laugh about it then, but then over the years, so when we started initially, we tried to build confidence in each other, trust in each other. And I was not one that had a complex problem. I've always been one that I knew what I wanted. And I was sure of what I had within. I was sure of depth of my feelings for him and vice versa. So I never had anything like I was not afraid of female admirers or female fans. I knew he was not that kind of person, just somebody today and wow, So he was more disciplined when it comes to that. Though he plays with a lot of female. There are more female people that admire him than the male, but then he was very, very disciplined about it. And when we are on stage, when we are touring, doing our performances, our shows, backup singer.
Till date?
No, not till date.
Not anymore. You've outgrown that. You have your own career to think of. Now, what was the proposal like? And how long did you court before a proposal came?
We dated for years. I think it was 4 years.
Wow.
We started dating in 1990. We were friends for about a year.
A year and a half.
A year plus.
So you started dating?
Yes.
And how did you propose? Or you just so that I will marry you? You know the way some men
Did you even propose?
Like,
No,
did you
I will
propose?
marry you.
Actually, I had many girlfriends.
Confession time.
And she knew all of them.
Okay.
And fine enough, one of my girlfriends was an admirer of her. So it was like she never even thought, that was on my mind. But like most things people don't do is they do not really get into knowing what they want in a relationship. You rush into a relationship maybe because of the beauty, the outer beauty, maybe the intelligence, maybe the status of the person. You rush into it, and sometimes you think lust is love in the beginning. Sometimes somebody is so caring and you mistake that for love. Okay, all that had not been tested. So until those are put to test, you don't really know the person you're dating or the person you're living with. So in my own case, I just believe that one who wants a relationship must go beyond the outer looks, the intelligence that you see in somebody, and then maybe the status.
Yeah.
So you must.
So what should one look out for then? Because those are the options.
Yes, the only thing you look out for that really sums up everything is one word, and that is love. Many people have many definitions to it, but I have a definition that most people do not understand. Some people will say love is giving and taking, love is caring, love is sharing, and all that. But I just define love as tolerance. So love is tolerance, And so if you want to tolerate somebody, that person has got to be somebody you love. And so for you to maintain a relationship, you must put that tolerance to test severally.
So love is the key word.
Yes,
when
the
you're
key
looking
word.
for a life partner.
Yes.
Brilliant. All right, now you're both into show business. You act, you're a producer, you're a musician. How do you find your commitment level within this schedule?
Essentially speaking, I'm a lover of home. We have few homes and many houses. So when I see a home, I cherish one. And one of the things that frightens me is when I see a home crumbling. So because of that, I try as much as possible to ensure that those things that will make your home crumble, you deal with it when it starts creeping in. Because if you allow it to grow, that's what problems set in. So in spite of my own busy schedule, for example, I still try as much as possible to have time for my family. So if I have 1 free hour, I will enjoy spending with my family, because home is where I love to come. Because I miss them when I'm away, either at work or touring or anywhere outside Lagos or anywhere outside Nigeria. But that 1 hour I spend has to be quality 1 hour. So when I come, if my kids are home here, you don't know who is a kid. We usually return the house upside down. So I enjoy that, And so those little time I spend is like a time that should come all the time, And so that way I'm able to put my head up high in terms of home front. And then I have a woman who also cherish homes and therefore see the need to prioritize our own business schedule.
Okay.
There's no way both of us, only a few occasions should both of us be so busy for a long time.
Okay, so there's no clash in career?
No.
How do you manage to find your own career in the midst of his own? Because I'm sure it's busier than you are. So do you have time to pursue your own?
Yes, as a woman, so we are the homemakers. Fine, it goes on. I also have my own career, but then, like you rightly said, I appreciate and I love my family, so I think my family priority. So like you came in and you asked where the kids are, I said, okay, they're on holidays. So at times like this, I do some other things. And they don't plan our schedule. Sometimes they might even stay at home while I go, and if I have a recording or a shooting somewhere, he stays with the kids at home. And I go out and, I call them, are you guys okay? I hope you guys are still in town.
You don't have like a domestic staff? You do everything?
I will do everything ourselves.
Okay.
But I have one that helps, But then most times, like, it's only for some other little things in the house. I do my cooking myself, I do my shopping myself. You won't eat the food made by my house help, for instance. That's good. So I do my cooking myself. So the other things, the other things that it not and basic things at home I do in the house. So we always create time. And if I have to be out and we don't have to be out at the same time, our kids are taken care of adequately, and I don't stay out too long, leaving them in the hands of help. I don't do that. Okay. So we always find a way to balance it.
In the past, you were involved in his career more than doing your own thing. How involved are you this time in his career?
Well, I'm not very involved in this musical aspect of his career now because I don't do backup focus for him anymore. I rather coordinate and we have a concert, take up with costuming, coordinate for him, because most times I cannot be on tour with him. The home front will suffer. So at times it goes along. But if we have to go with the kids, we do. We have the time to really spend some time with them. So choose for us with the kids, choose some vacation together. We do. But most times he goes on his own while I stay and take off the home front. So I don't go for him. Like we have an outfit now, like we have just taken up our
Current media.
What's that about? We deal with soaps.
Okay.
Yeah. We just finished shooting one soap opera on local TV stations as well.
You seem to involve yourself in soaps more than Nollywood.
Yeah, like I said, to be fully involved in Nollywood is very time consuming, and I do not want to suffer my own front for that. Well, most times the schedule is always very, very tight, so I'm very choosy. I'm not as busy as I would love to be anyway, but then I am not too desperate to get to do something or to get a role or to act. I take my time. Some people call me, come and do one or two things for me now. So, okay, fine, let me see. Okay, can work. Why not? I love acting. I love acting seriously, but then I'm not that type that will go out and do anything just because I want to. Like I
want you to assess the Nigerian music industry, which is growing in leaps and bounds. I don't know, is reggae still anywhere there?
What you still hear is reggae.
Really?
Take it or leave it. Hip hop is an offshoot of reggae.
I can't be convinced now, but maybe you should try it.
No, basically, reggae has passed through various styles. It came as traditional root rock. You have the dancehall. From dancehall you migrated to hip hop. So when you look at hip hop musically, it's the bass and the drums. And that's an offshoot of reggae.
But good old reggae, is it appreciated now?
Definitely, yes. If you play it well.
Okay.
The media, definitely at the moment, is just promoting hip hop. And whatever the media feed the people with is what the people react to. So if you remember when Sukus was up in the air, so all the stations were playing Sukus. And you see all the kids, everybody, they want to do it. So everything you heard that time, even the gospel, everybody was like trying to teach towards. So it's essentially what you feed people with that you get. Okay. So reggae is intact. Reggae is happy.
Yeah.
Reggae for life.
For life, indeed. All right, we'll take a short break now. We're going to enjoy some reggae music.
This is the song of the time, song of the future. Mumbala Mumbe. So Europe, what you say? Asia, Australia, America, Africa. We run things for this. I'm gonna tell you why. We come to Africa because Africa great. We have no prison. Play me that music of Africa that never grow old. Tell me the history of Africa that's never been told. Africa cool and it's so cool. Africa nice and it's so nice. Africa sweet and it's so sweet. Like the sugar and spice. Come in and eat. This is the song of the song of the future. This is the song of the song of the future. Some me job I want to run with them, but no boy fit do this. We pick again.
All right, I'm going to ask you about your fondness memories about your marriage. You know, something you remember and it's evergreen to you. You think about it and you just love your husband more. Or you have many, so you have to think which one. Yes, please. Me first. Yes.
Like I keep saying, you know, there are so many memories. You know, and like you say, if he has not married somebody, doesn't know why should have married them. I could be very difficult at times. He is more of a romantic one.
Wow.
You know, I need to get a little. I need to be put in the right mood to bring out the romantic part of me. But he is Mr. Romance himself. You know, so there are a lot of memories that are very, very near to your heart. Yeah.
So you can't pinpoint one Valentine's Day, one wedding anniversary, you know, somewhere you traveled to.
And most times, every holiday, if it doesn't have to be a celebration, it doesn't have to be Valentine's Day or whatever. Every time, every moment, you could just pick up one morning or one day and say, today is this for you. And from that day, it could be a whole week.
Wow.
In the house, it could be, so it's not particular. You cannot just pick up. We use such opportunities, such dates, you know, to request for things or to expect some kind of treatment, you know. But then for him, it could be any day. And so I don't really have a particular experience. There are so many. I can really count some if you want, but then.
I want. Maybe like two. Yeah,
like two. Okay. Particular one, I think it was a wedding anniversary. The night before, as late as 12 midnight, I got a message. I have to go. It's very funny.
A message? A text message?
Yes, it's very, very funny. You know, I should go over to the kitchen, open the pot. I was like, it's a pot. I said, just go ahead. I went there, I saw a clue in the pot.
Wow.
Told me to go over to the wardrobe in my room. I will get something. I went to the wardrobe. I was under that clue. Told me to go to even to the mega outside had a clue for me. I went all around my house, and when I got to the last bit was in our living room upstairs. I had this candle light. I had this cake. Candle on the cake. I had a bottle of champagne. 2 glasses. I had candles. I couldn't believe it. The room was dark, but I could see the lights from the candles and everything was there. And I saw my car, I saw my gifts, and I saw the rich and the class. So we had to come out of the house for some time to get those things ready. So when I got there, I was so surprised. I had tears in my eyes. And that one was when I had breakfast in the bath. He fed me. I was having my bath. All of a sudden, I saw somebody that came in front of the chef. He had a tray, he had the wine, he had the flour, he had the food in the bathtub for me, and it just served me on the. So
wow.
there are many experiences like so. There are so many of them that give me this feeling of nostalgia, and you know, and even till date, like I said, it's a romantic one.
He's so romantic.
He is, so there are many experiences. It's not because he's here. He knows he can. He'll tell you that he is it.
You know, we only read about these things. We don't think they happen.
They do.
Where do you get inspiration for such?
They do.
No, I mean, I just go as my heart tells me to do something. It doesn't have to be like one celebration or one thing. Sometimes, if you may know, we fight almost everyone out.
Like best friends do.
And we settle almost everyone out. And so moments like that, you know, if there's a tough one that has just, you know, gone by, you want to make up for, you know, the absence of love for those few days that, you know. So ours is like, okay, fine. One is fortunate to have a friend or a sister for a wife. You know, you have a friend for a wife. I have my mother for a wife. So all the time dialogue is very important. So dialogue has been one great tool we have used. If I tell you some of the ways we settle our quarrels, you'll laugh.
Please tell me one way.
Because
I like details.
we are both on the same sign. You know.
What's your sign?
Capricorn.
Oh, that's my sign too.
Well, fine. That's why the attraction is. Like I say, she's Capricorn, I am Capricorn. And many people will say you can never manage these two signs.
That's true.
But we have been able to prove them wrong. This is my 15th year relationship with this woman. You know, and it's like we started yesterday. Why? Because when we have a tussle, we know how to. We manage to wriggle out of those problems. Sometimes it can be traumatic, but sometimes you have to play the role as the king of the house, as the leader of the ship, as the captain of the house. I need to put my foot down, certain things. And so most time, I could just drop a note, Why? Because if we want to get talking, like we want to talk things over, we are both the same person. We reason the same way. We reason in everything we do. We are almost the same person. So if I hold on to a position, she's also going to hold on to a position. So you find out that dialogue doesn't really work out, heavily. So what normally do, we can use tests.
I'm telling you.
Let's text message to each other.
That's
in the same vicinity.
In the same house.
I can be here, she's upset. I can be here, she's here. So that you can shut your mouth.
Don't you just start laughing when she sees the text and looks at you?
No, it could be on serious issues.
Okay.
It could be on serious issues.
You might want to say something, you don't be interrupted.
The laughter may come later, but when I send the text, she's bound to reply. So that way I keep my mouth shut, not interrupting her. And that way she keeps her mouth shut, not interrupting, but the points are made in the test. And so one is able to express himself or herself through those tests. And you see that.
So stand up for GSM, that's what you should say.
Stand up for GSM. Before GSM,
we're dropping notes.
Yes.
Oh no, I don't believe it. And now we're talking lovey-dovey stuff. Let's talk about the things you don't like about him.
Many.
You love him in spite of them, but you just don't like those things. Yes.
I tell you, it's too. I don't call it stubborn. I call it stubborn. I think he's stubborn. Even to his own detriment. When his mind is set on certain things.
He's proud.
No.
And I won't call it pride. I think I'll call it principle.
Okay.
When his mind is set on something or he wants things a certain way, it doesn't matter how much it costs him, even if it means him losing certain things, he gets that point across. In his business, for instance, a lot of business he has lost because of his principles. He will not giving himself just because he wants to get a particular contract, a particular deal. He believes in that. So more by the time when like I keep telling my time, so you have to bend a little. Because you have a family to take care of, for instance. You don't always stick. You have to bend and be a little bit flexible. Don't be too rigid when it comes to your business dealings, because most people look at it from a distance and say this man is so difficult, but he's a baby. He's the easiest person you can deal with. But then there's this front you see about him, this exterior that make people may not want to come too close to him. Because I asked him, say, why do you want people to see you to think you are what you are not? You're not this. I know you're not this at all. I know you. We've been together. Then why don't you say, look, you don't want to, but if anybody wants to come, the person comes. So no, don't send the wrong signals, because it will give the wrong impression, and then you don't know where it will affect you. I wish he could be a little bit flexible.
It's your turn to fire back.
The same thing.
She's stubborn.
She's the most stubborn woman ever. In fact, she has transferred it to the kids. They all act like her. So she's very, very stubborn.
My God.
And when I talk about her, she just said what I said. If I didn't marry you,
Nobody would have done that.
There'll be no man that will
No,
marry you.
it's vice versa. It's tolerance, like you rightly said.
The reason why I say such things is only me probably is the person that have been able to understand the inside person of Rebecca. So I know how to deal with her. I know how to relate with the inner person, even at difficult times. And so she's a very real person. She wouldn't take yes because it's yes. Give her the reason why that yes is the final thing. So that kind of a person. But above all, it's fun, it's fun to be with. We are both very humorous.
I can see that.
If you were not recording, you would have laughed your heart out.
You guys are interesting. Now, before we take leave of you, we want you to tell each other something special, something sweet. Let's start with you.
For the camera.
No, don't just pretend we're not here. Ignore us. Just tell your husband. Express your love to him.
Judy is a romantic one.
You try.
Let me see.
What's his pet name?
Everybody calls him Papa.
You can start with the Papa part. You are really not romantic. She's thinking. She's starting to work.
I can really be shy at times.
Oh no. don't they?
Well,
I love you now.
I love you yesterday. I love you today. And I'm sure I'll still be loving you even if tomorrow comes.
You want to say something to her?
Well, Becky, only Jesus had put some doubt in my mind when he said, when he asked the disciple if they think there is marriage in heaven. You know, there's a part in the Bible where they brought such story to Jesus and said, if two brothers, you know, one died leaving the wife, you know, and you have 3 more others, who among the 2 will marry? He said, are you sure there is marriage in heaven? You understand? Because if that is so, if there is marriage in heaven, I'm sure I definitely will still marry you when we get there.
Wow, so romantic. Thanks for having us. By the way, you have a beautiful home.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope we see you some other time.
Very well.
Definitely.
Very
Because
well.
when you're sick now. Ah, of course. I'm my star-mate. We have to go. Oh my God.
Capricorn, yeah, I will change you to
No problem. Why you just give me? You can see the vibration. It's just there. It's there. We can't help it. Wow.
What date?
January 2nd.
She's 4.
I'm 2 days older than you. You are. Dear viewer, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll come back again next week with yet another celebrity topic. Join us then. Bye now.